Hey, I want to tell you a little bit about the Snoppa M1. The M1 is a foldable stabilizer. It's really easy to use. When it's folded up, you can throw it into your bag, backpack, whatever, you're ready to go. When you want to use it, it's really easy. You just unfold the mount, lock it into place, pull the device open, mount your phone, and you're pretty much ready to go. To stabilize your phone, the M1 has 3 motors. It's got a motor here, a motor in the middle, and a motor in the top, 360 degrees. On the front, there's a Bluetooth button here, lights up green. When it's charging, lights up red. And on the back is a USB port to charge your device. When you're done with it, close it up, you just pop it close, unfold the mount, throw it in your bag. When you want to use your Snoppa M1, you want to unfold the mount. And then here, there's 2 locks on either side. You gotta lock it in place. And then you want to take your phone. You want to line it up in the middle and lock it in the mount. And you want to pull it out. But you gotta lock it in place. Locks it down here at the bottom. And then, without the app, if you're using it without the app, you push the button once, it starts blinking, and you hold it for 4 seconds. And then you're pretty much ready to go. A problem you may run into when using your M1, if you don't pull the mount all the way out, then it won't stabilize your device properly. It shouldn't do this. The motor can't function properly. What you have to do is you have to pull it out all the way to where it locks. You'll hear a sound. Once it's locked in place, it'll stabilize your device properly. If you want to put your M1 in standby mode, basically you just close it up, all the motors stop working, and then if you want to reactivate it, you open it up, hold it for a second, then it's ready to go again. If you don't hold your M1 properly, then it can't function properly. If you hold it here, it won't be able to stabilize. If you hold it down at the bottom, it also won't work. You have to hold it here at the handle. If you hold it here, or in the wrong position, this motor will spin and it'll trigger an auto protection and put the device in standby. When you're finished using your stabilizer, to put it in standby mode, you just fold it up and then you can close it. When you close it though, you gotta be careful. You don't wanna close it and then pinch your fingers. So you don't wanna hold it here, you wanna hold it a little bit higher. When you close it, you just lightly tap it and push it the rest of the way closed. And then you can take your cell phone out of the mount and fold it up. The M1 works on a counterweight system. It can still work without the counterweight, especially for horizontal movement, is no problem. But if you want to do vertical movement without a counterweight, it won't be able to balance the device properly. The counterweight system is very simple. Here we have a couple weights. We've put in 4 for an iPhone 6. Basically, you just pop it in the bottom, turn on the device, and then it'll be able to counterweight the system properly. There's a couple of ways you can turn your stabilizer on. One way is without the app. You push the button one time, and then hold it for 4 seconds, and then it'll start up. To put it in the standby mode, you just close it right up, and then all the motors will shut off. When in standby mode, if you want to reactivate it, you just open it back up, hold it for a second, and then it'll turn right back on. If you want to turn it off, if you put it in standby mode, it'll turn off automatically after 20 seconds. But then if you want to turn it off manually, you can hold the button, and the light will go off, and it's powered off. If you want to use your M1 with the app, it's real simple. Just turn on your device, turn on your Bluetooth, then you start the app. When you first start the app, it'll have a picture of the mount so you can line it up. You just press confirm, and you'll see this Bluetooth icon here is grayed out. You want to click it, then you just find your device. The default password is 60, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit OK. There you go, now it's connected. And then see, now this icon is white, and then you can also see next to it is the battery indicator to let you know how much battery your mount has left. So when the device is in standby mode, all you have to do is you just open it right up, and then it'll just start working automatically. The M1 stabilizer has 3 tracking modes. The first mode is pan track. So pan track is only left to right, but no vertical movement. The second mode is omnidirectional. Omnidirectional is also left to right, but will also track your vertical movement. The third mode is target lock. Lock will always face the same direction no matter how you move the device. If you're not using the app, you can change the modes just through the button. So right now it's in pan track mode. Now it's in omnidirectional. And then one more time, and then it's in target lock. You press it one more time and you'll go right back to pan track mode. With the app, you will only be able to change the mode through the button down here. Pressing this button will do nothing. So you press this button and you have pan track, target lock, and omnidirectional tracking. You can easily adjust the shooting angle of your Snoppa. Basically, you just hold the device, adjust the angle, and hold it for a second. You can change it forward and back. But then if you're in target lock mode, you can also adjust the facing of your camera. Another great feature is that you can shoot vertical video. If you want to do so, raise the device up to 90 degrees, and then you want to hold it at the top. Hold it for a second, and then you're good to go. If you want to go back to normal shooting, horizontal, you just lower it down, and it'll go back by itself. We're always trying to add new features to the stabilizer, and we'll issue firmware updates. You'll get a notification when there's a new one out. But when you want to update, you press the gear button up at the top, and there'll be a firmware info button. You press that, and then you just press upgrade. This will wirelessly update your gimbal, and you don't have to worry about plugging into a computer or anything else. Sometimes you may notice some strange things going on with your stabilizer. Maybe some horizontal drift when you turn it on, or it may move slightly left and right. This is normal, and it can be caused by changes in humidity, or maybe after a long travel in your bag or something like that. But it can be corrected very easily. So when you want to correct it, basically you just open up the Snoppa app, and then you want to connect to the Bluetooth. So the Bluetooth is connected now. You go into the settings, then gimbal settings. At the bottom, there's a drift calibration. So for drift calibration, you need to take the device and lay it on a table. Make sure it's a stable table and won't shake or anything, and you just press calibrate. It may take 1 to 2 minutes to calibrate. Okay, and as you can see, the calibration is complete for drift calibration. When you want to do level calibration, you press level calibration, and it'll give you some steps, walk you through it. So first step, second step, and so on. For the last step, you need to fold down the mount, balance it up horizontally, press calibration again, and you're done, ready to go. Okay, so I just want to tell you a little bit about the app. The app is very simple. Here, you have different camera settings, parameters like white balance, and the ISO, different settings like that. Video, you have video, panorama, time-lapse. This is your capture button. Then you have to change the camera facing, front facing and rear facing. This is the tracking modes. Here's your photo album. It's got all your photos. You can also upload the photo into your normal iPhone photo album, the photo book. Then you have the grid lines. So this is none. You can change it to help you capture your videos. This is the resolution that you want to save your video in. And then the settings. In the settings, you have a user guide. Teach you all about the gimbal and the app itself. You can go flip through, teach you what every button does. And then finally, the Bluetooth button. The Snoppa's Panorama features are really interesting too. So you basically press here, go to Panorama, and then you want to hold it steady, and click. And it'll rotate itself and take several photos. It takes about 270 degrees. Okay, and then it'll stitch the picture together for you. You can also take panorama photos in vertical mode. So you swap it over to vertical mode. Okay, I'm gonna set it down on the table. Press photo. It'll take more photos than when you do horizontal though. And there we go. The app also has a time-lapse mode, so you just click your video, time-lapse. You'll need to set in the settings the amount of photos it takes per, like how many it takes like each second or half second. So this is 0.5, so it takes a photo every 0.5 seconds. And then the rotation, so how much you want it to rotate. So I'm gonna set it all the way, max. Then you take. So, and it just gives me a warning. It wants me to switch to lock mode. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set the tracking to lock. Oops. Set it to lock. Okay, and now, there we go.